Hi, Jose, Daphne here. How are you? Thank you for sending in your next essays for correction. I'm a little bit confused because it seems to me that you're sending in your own essay, okay? The idea on the course is that as you progress and as you improve and as we give you more feedback, um, those are the things that you should be putting into practice. And then it really helps if you use the essays we give you, because then after the feedback, we'll give you a model essay that you can look at and see what you like and see what you don't like. And I know that you are not 100% keen on the template that you worked with on some other issues, but having looked at your essays, I think you have maybe a few issues on the coherence. So for me, the organization of your paragraphs is not kind of not quite perfect, and I think that might be something that's holding you back on your 6.5. I think the coherence, that means the organization of the essay, how the essay moves from one idea to another idea, is not always clear, and the template is really, really good at helping you with that. So could I ask you maybe to use the template for the next essays, and then kind of you can move it a little bit. You don't have to follow it word by word, but I promise you that's what will help you get away from your 6.5, get into this massive band 7. It's such a difficult thing, but you've invested in this course and we are here to help you improve, okay? So the essay you are giving me is computers are often argued to be the most important invention of the last 100 years. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Okay. So some people claim that microcomputers. Now, why suddenly microcomputers? Not sure why you're going on micro rather than computers. Or you could say computer technology might be another way if you want to paraphrase. Have been the most significant invention of the last century. Okay, now remember, we're not going to use the same words here as in the question. I know you've changed important to significant, but you need to do more than that. So you could say some people claim that computer technology has radically changed the way we live. Show me you understand the meaning, yeah? Like totally paraphrase. You don't need to just do each word by word. Although it's clear that they have an essential act to play in the daily routine of human beings nowadays, I side with those. No, I think I said this to you before. Don't say I side with those. It doesn't exist in English. I believe that. Yeah? So just simply give me your opinion here. It's an opinion essay. I believe that. There are other more critical discoveries that now you need to have. You don't need that. So take out that other more critical discoveries here, make this into your verb, have been, nice passive here, revealed, such as the combustion power engine and the use of electric energy. Really nice, okay? Then introduce your essay, go back to the template and have a look. This essay will discuss these key issues using examples from da-da-da. Okay, because in the introduction you need to make your general statement, then you give me your opinion, and then you introduce your essay. Don't miss out this. These are all things that the examiner would be looking at. So this relates to task achievement. So are you answering the question? And coherence. How easy is it to understand your essay and where your essay is going? Okay, to begin with, engines. So do you mean these power engines? Change the speed that people and goods were transported. Just literally were transported by partially replacing animal traction. Partially replacing. Okay, by. Yes, sorry, not means by, just by. Okay, so that can go. So replacing animal traction by trains, cars, ships, and even planes. Good. This development has had, I would say had, because we've developed that now, haven't we? So I'd say had a positive and I think it's determining impact on modern life, playing a crucial role on the product play a role on, and I would say instead of the, I would say on both, because you want to emphasize two, both productivity and progress. Furthermore, fossil fuel engines have set, no, you don't want the present perfect here, you want the past simple, set in place the invention of thermoelectric power plants. Connect this together here, since the start of the last century, by burning coal, pistons have gone up and down, boosted by the steam of heated water. Yes. I'm hesitating here, Jose, because I don't think you need this. Yeah? Remember we're meant to be talking about computers, and I know you're talking about engines, but I don't think we need this. I'm not sure you need that. I don't think it helps your argument particularly. And watch out, you need the past simple tense here because it happened, it finished. Suggestion for you. Okay, this is something that we're just starting to try and do with students if you have a sort of like a grammar issue which is cropping up. Research for me when we use past simple and when we use present perfect, and maybe write some sentences just so you feel happy. Send them in to me. I'd love to have a look at them. But so you feel happy with the difference. And maybe write them into your essay as well. This discovery allowed, so here past simple, that's perfect. Wheels to spin rapidly and regularly enough to provide electric energy via electromagnetic fields. Hence, combustion power engine had more relevance to people than computers, since it allows the innovation of transportations and the use of electric energy. Okay, good. So you've done this very nicely. That's a very good conclusion to your paragraph. Really, really nice. Here, I think just maybe possibly a little bit too much technical detail. Okay. But otherwise that paragraph's okay. I think it would be more coherent if you somewhere put, for example, so that I can see instantly, topic sentence, progression sentence, example, conclusion sentence. That's all I want in each paragraph, yeah, for the coherence. In addition, not only computers, but all other electronic machines are only imaginable as a result of the advent of energy utilization. Okay, I'd say have only become possible thanks to, yeah, have only become possible thanks to, and then come in here, the advent of energy utilization. Okay, since without it, you shouldn't really start with since, just connect this together. Here we put as in there, so carry on. Since without it, all those technological inventions would not have existed, because I've used possible there, would not, just go that, yeah, would not exist, yeah. By considering that electric energy has a remarkable presence at several implementations, you see, this it doesn't really make sense. It's lovely words, but when you put the words together, it doesn't really mean anything. A remarkable presence. So, okay, you could have has made a significant impact on making, yes, okay, has made a considerable impact on making everyday life more comfortable by providing the illumination of electric lamps and allowing the warmth of water. You don't need the use of so there is no doubt that the use of energy is more vital than computers. Okay, so you've got some great ideas. I really like what you're talking about, and you're arguing it very nicely. I think maybe in your head, there's quite a lot of translation from Spanish, or is it Spanish your first language? Quite a lot of translation going on, which is a bit literal, which maybe doesn't quite work when you put it into English. I think that might be the problem. So if we try an essay with the template, because I think that might help you just organize it better. You might find it fits nicely. In conclusion, I strongly disagree that you don't need with individuals, just go that. Um, uh, okay, with individuals who believe that. All right, you'd have to have who. I think you can take that. I strongly disagree that. Okay, or I strongly disagree with individuals who. So who is for a person. Believe that microcomputers. So I don't know. Again, not sure about micro. Are the most important events of the last century because, in my opinion, remember it is an opinion essay, so that the examiner needs to see that, you know that. Fossil fuel engines and the use of electric energy have been or were more significant for humanity. Okay, so Jose, you've done a good essay, okay, but you can hear listening to me, can't you? Hopefully this has really helped you, this correction. It's a really good idea to get this feedback. Well done. I'm really happy that we're working together because I hope to just help you a little bit on getting you up to 7. It's not, you can do it. You absolutely can do it. Your essay just needs organizing, clearer, and watch out in this paragraph your tenses. So research, past perfect versus present simple, it's all to do with finished and unfinished time. And see if you can write me some practice sentences. Okay, where is your other one? Hang on. Okay, here we go. So the forested lands in 6 continents in 3 different years are shown in a table in millions of hectares. Yes, okay, good. So it says forested land. Here you do need to paraphrase a bit, okay, just like you did in task 2. Yeah, so I would start with this table shows the amount of land which is covered by forest or covered by woods and trees in 6 different continents over 3 different years, or comparing 3 different years. Okay, so I would start with this table shows. And you've got a passive in there, which are okay. So, which is, I mean, it's nice. I like the passives. It's good. We like that. But in that case, change this. So the amount of area covered by trees or something like that. So remember, you're paraphrasing. Yeah, you know that. Okay. Overall, it's interesting to note that, again, we could change that, was the largest in Europe and the smallest. I wouldn't say tiniest. Yes, it does exist, but it's a little bit of a, it's not a kind of academic word. I would say the smallest in Oceania over the 3 given years. Furthermore, during the time frame, the area, yes, increased in Europe and Asia, however, decreased in the other countries, continents. Lovely. Very good overall sentence. That's perfect. So we're getting into a bit more detail here. In 1990, Africa had, okay, yeah, do we need that verb had? It's not a very good verb, is it? Africa was covered by, Africa covered by, and then you're going to go, so that would be a nice passive, and then we would lose that goes. Covered by 749 hectares, which, so use a relative clause here, which significantly dropped to 907 10 years later, and then fell to, yeah, okay, perfect, good. Meanwhile, good connecting word, very nice. Hang on a minute. Sorry. Okay, meanwhile, I want to put in here the forest area or the wooded area or the rainforest area in South America steadily declined. Instead of went down, go declined, which is a higher level word, from 946 to 904 in the first decade. Good. Then decreased in 2005. Yeah, very nice. Good. If you have declined there, And then decrease, that's great vocabulary, super, really, really nice. Moving to North America, the forested land initially decreased from 7, yep, remain the same until the end of the period, okay? Yes. Um, in addition, yep, Oceania showed a gradual drop from its forest area from, yep, during the 3 given years. In sharp contrast, Europe and Asia began the analysis with, yep, respectively. Okay, let's connect this together and in sharp contrast, because then that links it together rather than I feel you're not giving me a list. I don't want a list. I want you to give it to me all right, like smooth, yeah, all connected together. Okay. Although in Asia, I don't think you need that. We don't use many connecting words here. In Asia, the forested land fluctuated to fluctuate. Yes, you can just about have that. You can fluctuate over. You can't fluctuate to something. You can fluctuate between something. So you can say fluctuated between. What is it? 576 and 584, or you can say fluctuated within 100,000 hectare range, rather than just repeating the numbers the whole time. And then and in Europe, it grew, or rather than has growth, you want past simple there, grew from 989 to 100 at the same. Yes, you don't need that. Okay, so think about, so you've given me the numbers, that's absolutely fine, well done, you use some nice vocabulary in there. Think about making some contrasts where we can. So look at the ones that have gone down, and then look at the ones that have gone up, and make a comment about that. That's, here you've got a significant drop. You did say that, but you could say significant drop compared to Europe where the numbers rose. So think about linking the numbers together, not just taking them one by one. Okay, that is really important. Jose, I hope this is helpful. Please, next time, do the essays we give you and try and use that template, because I think that could help you. Okay, thanks.